I have been talking to this camera for 20 minutes, thinking that it was recording, and it wasn't. I just texted to my friend saying LMFAO. I just realized that basically everyone I know who has seen 21 Pilots live in concert has at least seen them a double amount of digits. I was at a show a few weeks ago, and I happened to be wearing a 21 Pilots t-shirt, and a girl saw me in the crowd, and she was like, "Oh, you like 21 Pilots too? That's cool." And I'm like, "Okay, but who doesn't?" And she's like, "How many times have you seen them?" And I was like, like 2 or 3 times, thinking I was cool to see them more than once. And she's like, "Oh, that's neat. I've seen them 14 times." I'm like, where do you, what? I was like, "Sweetheart, have you eaten? Are you hungry? Do you have somewhere to sleep tonight? Do you own a bed? Are you dehydrated? Are you thirsty? What's going on here? Are you okay?" I'm just going to get off that topic because that stresses me out. Today I'm actually going to be talking about something pretty serious that I do from time and time again, and I'm just going to apologize now because it's probably going to be a long video. So sit tight, everyone. Yay, I'm sorry. Wham. In the very first video I ever posted, I mentioned that I have social anxiety. I have anxiety. Social anxiety, so when it comes to getting out there and talking to people, I'm really not good at it. Look at baby Ragan. Sorry. And today I'd like to talk about it because I've never really gotten into that. I like to have an open channel. Every YouTuber has their things that they keep, and then there are things that they don't mind sharing with people. So today I'm just going to open up a little bit about myself, and I'm going to talk about social anxiety for people who don't know what just generalized anxiety is, or mental illness to begin with. So that's cool. What is anxiety, really? Well, first of all, everyone to an extent has anxiety. Everyone gets nervousness, they have like certain fears or phobias. But what differs from your everyday anxiety to an anxiety disorder? The examples I just gave are just that. They're examples. They're reasons to be nervous. If someone is claustrophobic, then obviously if they go into an elevator full of people, then of course they would be nervous because that's their fear. They have a nervousness, they have anxiety from it. But say you're someone who has an anxiety disorder and you walk into an elevator and suddenly there's a whole bunch of people around you. It's not necessarily, I have this fear of being enclosed with a lot of people. It's, oh my god, I don't know. And with claustrophobia, if someone was in this elevator, once they got out of the elevator and they were opened up to big space, most likely they get out of the elevator and they're fine. With anxiety, you get out of the elevator and the anxiety is still there, and it most likely you'll stay there for another hour or 2. An anxiety disorder doesn't necessarily have to have a reason to be sparked. It's more of just being nervous for no reason. There isn't really a reason to be having these symptoms. In fact, just last night I was getting into an elevator with my boyfriend, and all of a sudden, for some reason, this elevator could fit another 8 people and a stroller and someone holding a whole bunch of bags, and we all got into this elevator. I'm not claustrophobic, but it just made me nervous for no reason. Now, social anxiety, which is what I have, is the same type of nervousness and anxiety, but with specific social interactions. For example, last year at school I had a class that only met up on Fridays, and since it was a once-a-week class, it was a 3-hour long class, and it was at 9 a.m. to like about 12. I remember I was heading to class one day, and right before I got in my car to go to school, I had grabbed an apple just to have for breakfast real quick. But I forgot about it when I was in the car, but when I got to school and I was getting out of the car, I happened to see it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll eat this on the way to class. So walking into class, I was eating this apple, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. I'm getting like mad at myself thinking about the situation because it's so stupid. I sat down, I was eating the apple, and about 5 minutes into class, I finished eating the apple. Now I have the apple core in my hand, but then I started thinking, oh my god, I have to get up to throw it away. Like, that was terrifying to me. Basically what goes on in my head in that situation is all of the following. I have to get up, someone's going to hear my chair when I get up and it has to move back, or I'm accidentally going to hit the table, or I'm going to hit someone's backpack, or everyone behind me is going to notice that I'm getting up, and they're all going to stare at me while I walk 3 feet over here to throw away an apple, or maybe the trash can is tin, and since the apple core is pretty heavy, it's going to make a loud noise when I throw it away. But if I just place it in the trash can, that's going to look really weird, and I don't want anyone noticing that. Or the teacher's going to say something because I'm disrupting the class. But if I sit here, then the person next to me is going to notice that I'm holding an apple core, and that's going to look really weird, but I can't get up to throw it away. I'm like stressing out just thinking about it, and this happened a year ago. So, what did I do in that situation? I held an apple core for 3 hours. Those are the things that go through my head. But it's not just an apple core. I go through that every single day. My biggest fear is walking into class late. Like, if I walk into a class 15 minutes late, chances are I've been standing out there for 10 minutes telling myself, it's okay, just walk in. I was just opening a door. Like, that's like the most normal thing ever. Now, linked to my social anxiety, I have a panic disorder. A panic disorder it's kind of like what it just sounds like. It's immense fear, and suddenly your body starts to panic for sometimes no reason, or if something happens that can just make someone just feel stressed a little bit. In replacement to that, you would have your panic disorder. I haven't had as many panic attacks as I used to. I mean, I still have them. I still have days where I wake up and I almost feel like in my stomach like today is not a good day. My biggest thing when it comes to panicking is I don't like being touched, specifically by people I don't know. I could be joking around with friends, having a great time, everything's perfectly fine, but if someone just happens to walk by me and just brush my arm, that can easily send me spiraling down into a panic attack right then and there, like right there. And it doesn't go away. Usually with things like that, I'm able to calm myself within 5 minutes, but if it's bad enough, I can be sitting there for half an hour to an hour just panicking. And those are hard because, you know, how do you handle that when you're in public? And that's where it gets bad, because if I'm in public and it's happening, then I start to stress and have anxiety over the fact that people are watching me do this. And then I start panicking even more. And it's just, I need to get away. I need to run out the door. I need to be by myself. I need to go hide in like a bathroom or a dark room by myself as long as possible. Do not touch me if I have a panic attack, because even if I know you, even if you're my best friend, even if you're my mom, don't touch me when I'm having a panic attack. If I go to reach for you, then you should know, oh, okay, it's okay. But if I don't, please don't touch me. Granted, I'm sure everyone else is different with their panic attacks and anxiety or any mental illness, because I don't know who you are. I'm just saying what I know with myself. I'm so nervous right now. Please don't think that everything I'm saying is what everyone goes through, because I don't think it is, but it's more of what I go through, and these are my personal experiences. I'm making this video because I want to spread some kind of awareness on mental illnesses, and I'm just mentioning the ones that I know because of what I go through, and I'm just sharing my experiences, which is why I'm so nervous right now, because I don't typically talk about this. I mean, I talk about serious topics, but I don't talk about myself. And I know I'm stuttering a lot, and I know the video looks really bad, but I just felt like I just really need to get it out there because other people go through this, and I want other people to know that it's okay. Anyway, so if you're not someone who has any type of mental illness, but you know someone who does, just look at the signs. Be someone who actually does their research on the mental illness and know what they should and shouldn't do during an episode, and just be there for them. Just because you don't understand what's going on, don't assume that they're strange. Like, that's the worst thing to hear. When I first started having panic attacks, I had opened up to my mom and told her, and I remember a few times her telling me, you know, just stop, just calm down, like, just don't do it. And I know it wasn't her trying to insult me or anything like that, and she knows now that this is a real thing, but it's, at first, when you hear that, you just think, she's right, you're a freak, you're crazy, what's wrong with you? But once you learn and you do your research and you practice, assisting, then it makes it okay. Anyway, so that's all I really wanted to say today. I hope you all are doing really well today. I'm gonna go take a shower because I'm like really sweating right now and it's stressed out a little bit, but it's okay. I know I still need to post this. I'm going to post this, I promise I am. I'm really just saying that to myself. Next time you see me, I'm actually going to be doing a car vlog because finally I got like one of the stands you put in your car. Remember like back on my birthday when I said I was going to do that and never did? Oops. But I'm gonna do it now. It's coming up, I promise. I ordered it and it's coming in the mail. And then after that, in about a week and like 2 days from now, I am going to be in Philadelphia. I'm going to be with Gabby. And this time I promise we'll make some kind of video together because you didn't really get to see her last time. But that's okay. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you can relate to anything I've said, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to put some video links from YouTube in the description below from other YouTubers who have similar problems. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye!